Morning, Spurs fans. I thought I'd have a play along this morning. I hope you're all well. It's me. It's the Hotspur Hippie, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I hope you're all well this morning. I'm all tickety-boo. I've got some fire in my belly and some ants in my pants. I'd like to begin the stream as usual by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land from where I'm streaming today, the Wallamadigal people of the Eora Nation. Pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging, and recognise that sovereignty was never ceded, always was, and always shall be Aboriginal land. There we go. How are we all going this morning, eh? How are we all going? I've got a spring in my step, and I have to thank my guest last night, Paul Trevelyan. I don't know if people saw that. Look, if you've got a little bit of a cloud covering the sun in your life at the moment, well worth giving it a listen. It was my brain is still doing that inside my head. It was so much fun, and I did a bit of research on Paul. You know, I had to do my homework, and I got about like 1.01% because the stuff he was coming out with, and then afterwards he sent me all the receipts. It's like, yeah, I mean, anyway, what a guy, man. Proper Spurs, that's it. Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. I'm going to be around for about an hour as usual. And the big question is, will my windscreen wipers get fixed today? I bloody well hope so. Let's have a look. Oh, that's me. I don't have to click that one. Mark in. Hello, man. How you going? How are you? I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Oh, it looks like Mark's got a bit of Breaking news. Breaking news. All Premier clubs of all of them. Oh, of course. Yeah, okay. This is something else. Right. All Premier clubs have voted for auto semi-offside. So it should be cleared up quick and be put on the big screen. That will come in after one of the international breaks next season. Yeah, I saw that. It said semi-automatic. I mean, that sounds a bit, But yeah, no. I think, anything in the game that results in a bit less of this and a bit more action on the pitch, I'm all for. So maybe this is, if you're going to have bloody technology in the game of football, I'm just a big fan of benefit of the doubt goes to the attacking side. But hey, what do I know? I'm just someone sitting on a chair, aren't I? Here we go. Let's have a look. Mark in. Our little Spurs. 140 mil. Hang on, this looks like one of these. Hang on. Our little Spurs are 140 million in the green for FFP. Manchester City are just ahead of us, and Chelsea are nearly 80 mil in the red. Yeah, Man City, yeah. They're going straight, aren't they? Like I say, they're like these ex-underworld figures that come on YouTube and say, I'm a changed man, I don't do that anymore, and I don't doubt that they don't actually do those things anymore, and then they just talk about it for hours. No, I'm trying to be an inspiration to the kids. By the way, until the time that I had a card game with Jimmy Knuckles' fingers or something, and it's like, the difference is, so they're going straight, but with difference with Manchester City, they're going straight, but they haven't done the time for the crime. No, nothing happened to bloody Manchester City. And like Paul said last night, I've been saying it all season, they bore the pants off me. They're boring. They're criminals and they're boring. Mark N. The Arsenal team are about 40 million above the line, but would need to sell to get top quality in. But that won't happen. Nah. Sheffield United will be deducted 2 points as soon as they go back into the EFL. Oh, bleeding hell, man. Bleeding hell. Oh, well, what can you do, eh? What can you do?
I am Spursicus.
Says, hello, Ibbies. And me. Great interview earlier. So nice to see Paul again. And you got a word in edgeways, look. When I just think, if the rare times I have a guest on, it is rare, I don't do it often. It's like, well, you can see me anytime, can't you? So just let them go. And I had a lot of fun. Listening to it. It was brilliant. Martin Presai, Premier teams in the mud. With no European pedigree, West Ham and Liverpool. I forgot. I was looking at the results earlier and I saw Liverpool were down. What? Maybe they're just focusing on the Premier League. I don't know how you can do that though. What, just switch off for a game? Nah. Maybe they've just given up. Maybe Klopp's in Ibiza mode. So look, Europa League. Oh, bloody hell, they lost 3-0. Oh, God. Well, that's that then, isn't it? And West Ham lost 2-0. Brilliant. Excellent. They can have their little, what was it, the Conference Cup or something? That's it. They've hit the ceiling. They're all like that, aren't they? Mark Cavill, that interview was the bit off the wall. Who wants to be on the wall? Bugger the wall, man. That's where the squares hang out. That's where all the people that went to school hang out. Off the wall's the best. Off the wall. Roddy, big up Paul. Great show with the other Paul last night. Yeah. Look, I went out for a walk afterwards just to clear my head. Sometimes I like walking around in the night or evening, get the nice breeze and everything. Just get away from the street though, because people come out the pub. It's like, I just want to talk to you. All that sort of shit. So I couldn't stop smiling. I was walking around. It was great. You're sorry on morning, Paul and Libbies. I hear you strumming away there, mate. Yeah, just, it went all right as well. Went all right. I mean, I didn't go full Roger Waters and re-record Dark Side of the Moon, but, you know, just a little bit there. Paul T was something else. Certainly was, man. Wish I had his energy now, let alone in 40 years. Come on, you Spurs. I know, man. I know. When he said, he wakes up, looks himself in the mirror, it's another day. I wake up and I think, oh, fucking hell, I'm still here. Sometimes. But I'm on the right track. I get up early. I'm always up early. So and that's about it. That'll do. It's a start. It's a start. Mark in. Great show at lunchtime, brother. Much love for all the streams you do and info you read out, I give you. Ah, no worries, man. It's all like that, isn't it? It's all like that. It's great. Roll me one, Kenobi. Hey, there'd be mad respect to Atlanta tonight. Yeah, I know. Quite funny, although, I don't know. What team did Liverpool field for that lineup? I mean, not that I'd know if it was the first team or not, but I'll make it look as if I'm investigating. Doesn't look like a first team to me. Oh, they've all got really bad ratings on Google. I mean, Google, as you know, is the independent scientific benchmark of a player's worth. Gakpo Nunes in it. Yeah, no. Oh, well. Oh, no, it did look strong. There you go. Hedge my bets. David Bowles. Party, little Vars lost. Oh, I know. Bless them. They'll be all right. Anyway, we're going to beat them in a few weeks. All of them. Oh, chat just bombed through here. What happened here? Welsh Gal, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Morning, man. Morning. It's Premier League weekend. Greetings, Paul, and the lovely commune. Love double, Paul. Great stream. Yeah, I know. It's one of my most fun. So, you know, when I've got a little cloud in my life, I've got two good streams to look back on. Steve Perryman and Paul Trevelyan. Brilliant. Here we go. Shh. Davey Calvino. Has anyone seen Jacob since the occlusion? Has the eclipse had some strange effect on our El Paso friend? Coincidence? I don't know, man. No, he just sent me a message there. I think he's all safe and sound. Looks like America went eclipse mad. You see the occlusion, though. That's the correct term. Welsh gal. Jimmy Knucklefingers. Wasn't he one of Jack Reagan's informants? Yeah, man. Yeah, I think so. He got time off for good behaviour. I wouldn't point the finger at Jimmy Knucklefingers. Well, he can't point the finger back at me because he's got no fingers. That's why he's called Jimmy Knucklefingers. I ain't got nothing for you, Mr. Wigan. Roll me one, Kenobi. Liverpool fans will be cancelling their tickets for the final in Dublin now. I tell you what, I'm not cancelling my ticket for. Going to see Tottenham, 22nd of May. Ooh, can't wait. I sent in an email to the press office at Tottenham. I say, look, I'm Australia's biggest Spurs fan, Spurs YouTube channel. I know it's like small, but, you know, it's Australia, isn't it? Just see if I can grease my way in. I'll be a shill. I can be bought. It's not democracy, it's a Hotspur hypocrisy. Marvin Preside, Paul fans having a meltdown. Do they really care? Do they really care that much over this thing? Do they? I suppose when you're in it, you'll find out, won't you? But I don't know. They've still got the league to go for. I wouldn't be that melty. What's the point in that? Mark, and that Lucas kid we bought. Oh, I've been seeing good things about him. It's, could be exciting, eh? Helped start a comeback from 3-0 down to draw 3-3, and he gets to play in the Swedish Cup final before he joins us. Well, he might as well pick up a cup. I'm not saying anything. Look, we're going to win 4 cups next year, but just in case, it's nice that it'd be nice if he got one under his belt, just in the back pocket. Mark Cavill, early to bed, early to rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Is that a Shakespeare one, is it? I mean, God, I don't mind a bit of Shakespeare. It's not like I fully understand it all, but I like the rhythm, the cadence to it. And then now and then you'll see a phrase that everyone says today. It's like, oh my, that's where it came from. Wow. I remember I went and saw Hamlet, and I think there was things in there like the lunatics have overtaken the asylum. What? I didn't know you even had asylums. Amazing. Frankie Knuckles. Man, I haven't heard that for a while. I might have to give that a little listen later. Frankie Knuckles. Martin Presai, I think we can beat them at Anfield. It's traditionally one of our toughest fixtures. I remember there was a time where we hadn't won that fixture for about 70 years, and although that was a little bit misleading as well, because for a lot of those years, Tottenham and Liverpool weren't in the same division. Even, we might have been in the second, or they were in the second. So, but it was still a fair few. I mean, I'm kind of making a bit of wiggle room to squeak out, but it's a new team, isn't it? It's a new team and a new manager, and maybe Liverpool. Oh, I hope Liverpool don't crack. But then again, who cares, man? If we're not going to win the league, I don't really care who wins it. I've already been through the pain enough of Arsenal win it, and the worst one for me was 1989. I think it was, where Arsenal won in the last couple of minutes at Anfield with a Michael Thomas goal. And the school I went to in Harrow, not the Harrow school, just in Harrow, it was all Arsenal, man. All Arsenal. And I just had to eat so much crap until I left there, which was the following year. I mean, it was good-natured banter, but it made me the man I am today. Insecure, trembling. So if I can get through that, I can get through anything. So there's going to be a load of internet stuff happening. I don't care about that. You just don't worry about it. Easy. Mark your bingo cards. Alrighty. Martin Presai, finally our hard run of games are arriving. Well, yes, this is where it starts getting challenging. I'm not so sure about this week though. Our game against Newcastle. I'm feeling pretty tails wagging, hats on the side of my head at a jaunty angle over this one. My expert tip, it's going to be 6-1 to Spurs. If they can do it to us, we can do it to them. And we kicked their ass earlier in the year, man. Don't forget that. We ran rings around them. It was one of our best performances of the season. So have Newcastle improved much from then? I don't know. They're a bit like that, aren't they? Newcastle, Arsenal, that's the big one. And there's loads of people going over for it. I think Leo from Mile High Hotspur is going over to London for that one. I hope it's a great day for everyone travelling over there to some of them to see Spurs live for the first time, isn't that? That's going to be so cool for them. I just hope it's a nice old experience. Just suck it all in, breathe it all in, breathe it all in. I know there's a game of football going on, But don't let that get you down if it don't work out. Just, breathe it in. The golden cockerel, the walk, the pilgrimage from Seven Sisters Station up to White Hart Lane. Fantastic stuff. So we've got Newcastle, Arsenal. Chelsea's easy, man. Chelsea's easy. We know we rattled them with 9 men. I think they're going to be shitting themselves. And old Poch. Yeah, the team's incomplete. It's a complete shambles, isn't it? Complete shambles at Chelsea. So, I saw some sort of headline. I didn't really read the story, as usual. Was it Todd Bowley or Chelsea Football Club have bought the war veterans' homes or something like that? So I don't know if they're just going to boot them out and make a casino. I mean, I think that would be the long-term plan. I don't think they're doing it at the kindness of their hearts. They just think, this lot are on borrowed time. Bit of prime real estate. Let's go. Snake Eyes. Donovan Osterreicher. They rescheduled the Liverpool game on my birthday. So I'm going to take a half day at work and hopefully they don't ruin it for me. Well, let's hope not, eh? Let's hope. That's the one fixture out of the ones we've got left. But then again, I think, nah, man. I think we could do it. I think we can do it. Got to have a can-do attitude because obviously, it's whatever I think and feel that's going to affect the team, Oh, you don't have enough ambition. No wonder we don't win trophies. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Mark Cavill, are you doing a watch-along Saturday? Yes, man, I certainly am. And I'm going to be, I was having a chat with the Irish Hotspur last night because it's a nice time, Saturday evening kickoff. I'm going to go on Irish Hotspur and join his build-up because hopefully it will be, I haven't been doing it too much this year because it is hard, with work and everything. But this weekend, see what we can come up with. So I'll be doing the Irish Hotspur. I don't think I'll do We Are Tottenham TV because that'll just leave me with an empty gas tank before the watch along. But yeah, the short answer is yes, indubitably. I'm going to be doing a watch along. Absolutely, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Martin Presire, we must do the double on Newcastle or what? Or what? No excuses. Well, we'll see, man. Oh, it's 6-1. 6-1. It's in the bag. Donovan Osterreicher, I agree we're hitting form at the right time. We are, aren't we? I mean, we're getting back to what we were at the beginning of the season. Maybe, I think the performance has been pretty good. Even the draw against West Ham, I thought it wasn't terrible. It was all right. But then last week was good, nice and solid. Hopefully it will stick in the players' heads. Do what Ange says, and you win games. That's what I want. Upwards trajectory from here onwards. The squad looks like they're getting well behind the scenes from what the media team has released. Oh, I haven't looked at I don't look at much of that because I just think, it's going to be produced and edited and all that. Is it natural or is it some producer saying, right, say this, action? I'm just a footballer. So I don't really, Sonny and Madison playing FIFA or something. I don't really give a shit. So, but I know it's the modern world, and you got to do that thing to. I believe the phrase is to have a presence. To have a presence. 2024, man. There's more in 24. That's where it is. More in 24. Richie B. G'day, Hotspur Hippie, an evening all. Paul Trevelyan is some character. All the energy at 90. Good on him. Yep. Like when I saw him on Steve Perryman a couple of years ago, I just thought, oh, God, he's all right. He must be pushing 70, this guy. He's doing all right. I was only 20 years out. Mark Campbell, that interview with with Paul, yeah, the bloke with the cowboy hat. Did he say Norman Wisdom? Yeah. Oh, sorry, Mr. Grimsdale. Did he say he was an Arsenal fan? I can't remember that. I do know Norman Wisdom is big in... Oh, which country is it? It's either Albania or Armenia. He's big in one of those two countries for some reason. Because I think his films are like Man of the People sort of stuff. It's one of those two countries. It's something I heard fairly recently. Oh, bullshit. And I went and checked it out. So whichever country it is, I might have even got it completely wrong, but I think it's Armenia. I think it's Armenia or Albania. They still love Norman Wisdom. Isn't that crazy, eh? Welsh gal. Depends which Newcastle shows up. The shit one. That's what we want. The rubbish one. I think the mighty Spurs. By far the greatest football team the world has ever seen. Let's get as many points as possible. The first time I ever saw you, Paul, was on Irish Hotspur, singing Big Ange's praises. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I got my big break on Irish Hotspur. It's like it was, I think it was a couple of years ago now, where he was doing one of his fan shows and I just thought I'd just bring in, and I thought, I quite enjoy talking into a camera about Tottenham. And look at me now. Albania? You reckon it's Albania? It could be. Could be. Hang on. I have the means to find out. That's the good thing about modern technology. It just destroys all mystery in your life, doesn't it, really? Because it used to be you'd have a chat with friends and you'd all talk bollocks. But now, oh no, we're all fact checking each other, aren't we? Oh yeah, Google, Norman Wisdom. But this is just, you know, I've put my deck chair out on the pier, so I might as well go the full way. Eh? Is it Albania? Yeah, Albania. There we go. Thank you, Mark. Hotspurs. G'day, member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. Super chats and memberships are available. Hello, Paul. Missed the live version of your chat. Well, the beauty is you can still watch it with DJ Bear. I know when he said that, I thought, hang on, what? You would DJ the panda? I didn't. But watched on replay. What a fantastic guy he is. Thanks for getting him on. What an amazing guest. Come on, you Spurs. Yes, man. Oh, there's lots of love around for Paul Trevelyan. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Raychester and Bulgaria. Bulgaria. Is he big in Bulgaria as well? So here we go. I'm going to fact check you now. Because, you know, we've got to know everything now, haven't we? I can't confirm Bulgaria, but I'm doing the minimum of due diligence on that one. So, you know. Marpin Prasai, Leverkusen played brilliant football, having more than 70% possession. Having 33 shots, bloody hell. That's like one every 3 minutes. Also didn't concede. West Ham were just hanging on. Glad they lost. Can't stand West Ham. Well, neither can their owners. That's why they just sold up Berlin. Put a little a dotted red hanky on a stick and marched over to Stratford. And I'm noticing more and more these days my beard is bumping into my microphone. I don't know. It's like my beard has just grown another 2 inches overnight or something because it keeps doing that. Yeah, West Ham. Marvin Prasai. I hate West Ham, Chelsea and Arsenal. I hate everyone apart from Tottenham. In a football way, you know, it's all harmless rivalry. Or is it? Or is it? Welsh gal, back in the day, you had to go I had to go to the library and look something up. I know, man. Like when I did my masters, I started it in 98 or 99, and to do all my papers, I had to sit all day in a library and like go through books and journals. And then I took a bit of a break from it, and 10 years later, I thought, sod it, I might as well finish it. And it was so easy. Just get 500 sources. Easy. So that's it. Study hard at university, kids. One day you could end up like me. You too could be an Uber driver. Redback Spider. Your push for Ange on the Irish Hotspur is probably the first Tottenham content I watched. Ah, right. Rewatched recently, and it's spot on. Thanks, man. I didn't know. I did. There was another one. I think I did. Was it We Are Tottenham TV? I think it was just after Ange was confirmed. I might have to have another look at that sometime, because I reckon that might have been spot on as well. But we'll see. You know. Ooh. Mark Cahill. I've done 33 shots in 40 minutes. Boy, you're talking like stomach pump territory there. Tot Spurs, Paul, maybe you and DJ Bear, Panda of Peace. Yeah, the Panda of Peace. It was him. Should write the song for Spurs fans to sing. Would be very interesting to hear the outcome. Not that I wanted. I'm not talking about writing the Spurs song, but I have had the thought from time to time to write a song about Tottenham. But like Paul says, you know, you need the inspiration, and I think it's very, very difficult to do something like that, because otherwise you just end up with like one of the many bang average FA Cup songs that teams knock out, apart from Tottenham, because we had Chaz and Dave, of course, you know, which, you know, we were different. Well, it's proper musicians, man, proper musicians. So, yeah, no, I know there's a Tottenham song in there somewhere, but it's not coming out, and you can't force these things. Tot Spurs, what was he called you? Whirlwind, I know. Well, so it was, yeah, because he was talking about the double winning team, and I thought there was a pause. And what I was going to say was, yeah, Danny Blanchflower said that we'd do it just before the 60-61 season started, and then I was going to say, but you got there a year early, but no, he shut me up in the best possible way. Yeah, Whirlwind. It's funny. Welsh gal, got to call it a night. Not star. Thanks for popping in, man. Not star, Paul in the commune. Make to like the stream. Throw in a super chat. Yeah, why not? Support Paul. Less driving, more streaming. Well, there's less driving at the moment because bloody windscreen wipers seems to be a global shortage of motors. So we'll see how we go. But thanks for popping in, Alison. Have a nice sleep. Get all ready for tomorrow's hot, sizzling Spurs action. Ren, hello, good morning. Good morning, Ren. How are you? All tickety-boo? Yeah, I did have a look at the fixtures, didn't I? Let's see who's... Oh, hang on. Got comments. Here we go. Don't have to tap dance. I'll be beside Paul. Do you know about Millwall? I know it might have been Millwall Luton. And there was a kid at school bunked off sick one day. And there was all sorts of trouble that started. I think it was Millwall Luton. All sorts of trouble happened at that game. So this was like mid-80s, something like that. And his sick note alibi was busted, because there he was on the news running across a pitch throwing a plastic chair at someone. So that's about the best thing that's come out of Millwall. Millwall and West Ham rivalry. I just watched a movie named Green Street Hooligans, and the rivalry shown was intense. Bloody such a good movie, although it was all about West Ham. Yeah, it's not my thing. Not my thing. Football hooliganism film. I know there was one years ago. Can't remember. I think Gary Oldman was in it. But I'm more of an escape from victory sort of football thing than the darker side. Because I think he glorifies it a little bit as well, you know. Or I don't know. I just and also they tend to be pretty brutal as well. I like a bit of horror. It was only yesterday I watched Reanimator, you know. But I like goofy, dumb stuff, not real. I don't want to see real stuff. There's a few people in. Or just hang around and see if there's any chat going. Let's check in with the debate. The debate scene, see how they're going. Nah, they're still not happy. Still not happy. No, less of that, man. Less of that. David Calvino, my West Ham mate, always goes on about the Hammers boy. They hung him from a bridge by his footy scarf. What? Oh, dear, oh, dear. Keep it light. Keep it light. It's a Friday morning here, man. The sun's shining. Beautiful blue sky. Yeah. Don't forget the name of the channel. Bit of that. I've been precise. West Ham fans are truly brutal. Not my favourite, you know. Them and Chelsea, really. Millwall don't count because we don't really play them much. Although Neil Razor Ruddock is an exception because he's a good lunatic, and almost saved our blushes when we played Port Vale in the FA Cup because he scored. But you know, yeah, Millwall, they've got the reputation, haven't they? They got the reputation. I don't know. It's just. I guess this way, you know, that's the way some people are, and I don't know. I don't understand it myself. It's not my thing, you know. Here we go. There we go. Bit more of this, eh? Peace and love, man. Bit of this. That's what we want. Nah, it's not hooliganism. Nah. I'm just, you know, all the times I used to go to Tottenham, I didn't see any. I didn't see any. Like once maybe, but nothing much. And yeah, I don't know. Football, you know, football for me is about bringing the world together. Always is, because when you see fans from, you know, if you're a neutral watching a game, people, I know me, generally want the underdog to have his day. And you see their fans, they might be from some different part of the country or some different part of the world. When they score, they're doing the same things we do, aren't they? We're all the same. We're all the same. So I reckon a bit more football in the world. The more football, the less dugger. Richie B, we've got a conspiracy theory. Your mechanic is a Spurs fan and is purposely not sorting your motor so you spend more time on YouTube. Yeah, I know, but there comes a limit, man, where I run out of cash. It should be all right, should be all right. But the bright side is it looks like it's not raining anyway, so I'll just check the weather forecast. If it's not raining, I can still work. I do drive around clenching every time I see a cloud, though. Nah, there's no sign of any rain until Tuesday, so plenty of time. But it's a good conspiracy theory. We might have something there. Martin Broussard, I think whenever a team sets a low block, it's that phrase again, low block, like it's some sort of genius tactic. Low block. Far out, man. We don't have the words that are used for football these days. You know, it's not football. But anyway, let's get to your point. Whenever a team says a low block against us, we should move the ball a lot quicker and drag those defenders out of their position to break through. I think we've been doing that all right. I think we've been doing all right against low block teams. We've beaten them. We've beaten most of them. So whatever we're doing, I think is working. Spursicus. I first met Paul Trevelyan about 7 years ago. Oh, is that right, man? Oh, nice one. When I bought a house down the road from him and made friends with his son. Wow, his son's probably older than me, I don't know. And you know who else has a house there? Donna Cullen. Oh, well, if you have a street party, maybe skip the invite under one of the doors. TB, Paul, did you grow up in England? Yes. Yeah, I moved to Australia when I was 22, which now that my kids are that age, I'm thinking, I mean, it's funny. I did what? I moved across the world when I was that age. Ah, well, sometimes you just got to have a crack, ain't you? All's fair in love and war. Thaddeus, hello, man. Hi, Paul. Have you caught any of Nestori Irakunda's highlights for Adelaide United? That name rings a bell. That name rings a bell, man. He's just turned 18 and has been signed by Bayern Munich. Pure joy when he is on. Okay, cool. Well, I'm seeing rumours of our Wunderkid doing all right. Lewis Bergvall. I think someone just mentioned it in the chat here. What am I talking about? I'm starting to get a bit excited about that. Nate Pye, another walk to work. That's the way to do it. Another watch along hashtag winning. You got your Tigers blood going, have you? Morning, Nate Pye. I'll see you in the members' end at the MCG. Not long now. I mean, that's my hard deadline for the Windsor Green Wipers work. I want to drive to Melbourne, so I don't want to fly. We also don't have someone who can twist and turn and hold up the ball pretty well in our forward lines. Oh, well, there's no window anyway, man. I don't know. Think of today. Right now. The window doesn't open for another couple of months. I'm not worried. I can't be arsed thinking about all that. I can't. There's so much speculation and armchair transfer. It's like everyone's playing Football Manager. Here we go. Look at this. This has got a... What? What's that? How'd you do that? What? Try again? That super chat from Mark out or super... Is that a super sticker? That might be a super sticker. Thanks very much, man. Thanks very much for the support. Try again. All right. Oh, you're sorry. And here we go. Theory to the conspiracy theory. Your mechanic is a fake Spurs fan and actually a rival fan intent on damaging you financially, Paul. Well, that's all right. Because plan B is I'll just go walkabout. That's it. Everything will sort itself out. There's no tow bar on a hearse. How much do you need? Future music. We'll have to get past 19 park buses next season. Yeah, man. We're gonna scare the shit out of all the teams, aren't we? That's what they'll all be doing. I mean, the one that really surprised me this year was Aston Villa. Aston Villa, can you believe it? Playing 5 at the back against little old humble Tottenham Hotspur. And they're supposed to be up for fourth as well. So, I mean, Manchester City bloody well did it as well when they went 1-0 up. They went 1-0 up and it was all corner flag, hot action. Oh, wow. Fans got their money's worth that day from those boring cheats dancing around a corner flag. It shows our fresh dynamic versus the other team's nerves. That's it. Full of bottle. Full of bottle.
Oh no, we're playing Tottenham Hotspur. Park the bus.
Hotspurs question. Paul, that's Steve Perriman. Now, DJ Bear, how are you going to follow these two amazing guys? You're going to have to go with someone. Well, Blondie are playing in Sydney next week. And I might send him an email. Look, I had 3 posters on my wall. Steve Perriman, Aussie Art Dealers and Debbie Harry. I've got 1 tick. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I do know. I do know actually. Sometime in August, journalist, but don't hold that against him. Vince Rugari. He's been writing a book on Ange Postecoglou, and I think he's going to come on and have a chat about it. And I first saw Vince when Ange went to Celtic, and all the Celtic fans are going, fuck, because they'd never heard of him. And I saw Vince was on one of the Celtic channels, 67 Hail Hail, explaining what Ange is about. And I thought, I like the cut of this Vince Rugari's jib. And I know as part of writing the book, he's been over in London and spent some time with Ange and all that sort of stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. And he's an Angeophile, I think. So it's going to be a good book, that. So that's probably the next one that I know about. Mark Cavill. I've sussed the giving page, sent over a bit more to come. Oh, right. Okay. Cha-ching. Thank you very much, man. Martin Preside. But managers like Mourinho, Conte, Simeone won more trophies, Paul. Well, we've had Mourinho and Conte, and I tell you what, I was the biggest miserable watching them. So, hey, look, that's what you want. That's what you want. We're all different, eh? But I watch football as a bit of entertainment, escapism. And I find generally, when you're following Tottenham Hotspur, and I might be going back a bit for this, but the more I'm smiling, the more success we have, and we do lift up silverware. I'm not up for going back down that way at all. Remember when Jose beat Pep's Barcelona, who played attacking football? That was a masterclass implemented by Jose. Not for me. Not for me. I don't want any of that shit at Tottenham. I really don't. Because that's not the Tottenham way. It's not the Arthur Rowe way, Bill Nicholson way, Peter McWilliam way, Keith Birkinshaw way, and it's not the Ange way from what I can tell. So, nah, I think we'll be fine. We just keep doing the way we're doing and success will come. Martin Broussard, he said his Inter team would play 4 hours and wouldn't concede a goal. That system works brilliantly if you have the players and set up brilliantly for counter-attack. Well, look, man, I think you've picked the wrong club. That's not us. That's not us. So, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. We've had the pragmatic football. I don't give a shit what we win if we're playing like that, because it just bores the pants off me. That's why I say that, like this year, Manchester City bore the hell out of me. I don't get excited. Now, even though I hate every other team, obviously. But when I watch Liverpool, I kind of think, this is a fun spectacle to watch. But just hanging on, parking the bus and then, going on a lucky nut. That's not football for me. And I think progressive, entertaining football beats that any day. Any day. The number of teams that have tried that shit against us this year, what's the result? 12 points avec le Tottenham Hotspur. every time. I think there's about, is it 7? I was keeping account of this. 7 or 8. 8 games where the other team has tried doing the pragmatic approach, and we've won every game. Every game. Every single game we have won. Redback Spider. I just had an ad for SBS translation services. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? What's the interwebs trying to tell me? Be a global citizen. I don't know. I've not seen that one. See, at least on this channel, you get adverts like SBS, not bleeding gambling. None of that. Or get rich quick scams. None of that. It's easy. You just go into the YouTube ad settings and you go, I don't want any of this shonky shit. Lose a bit of money, but I'm coming off a small base. I'd rather start the way I mean to go on. Bugger all that. Cool, sounds good, bro. Oh, good. Richie B. Ooh, nice counter conspiracy theory or so. Well, what is there a counter? How deep does the nest go? Ooh. Hotspur. I hope Paul T gets to meet Ange. I'm sure it's going to happen, man. It'd be amazing. Yeah. It's only a matter of time, isn't it? It's only a matter of time. Spurs goes, watching Ange building Spurs is far better than these managers that demand the finished article. Yeah, I do remember I said something like that in the video I did a year ago. It was yes, you're right. These managers, they, so okay, Conte. Let's just pick a name. He wanted Bastoni. Well, okay, well, you don't get Bastoni. Oh, well, these are players. Well, I mean, your job is to manage a football team. And that's what Ange does. And, look at the signings we had, like Vicario. Everyone wanted Raya, including me. But Vicario, he's way better than Raya. He's the best. Vicario is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. Could be the world for all I know. He's had his call up to Italy for a friendly, I think. So he's on the Italian goalkeeper rung, and I mean that's a pretty elevated platform to be on. Von der Ven. I know one person who'd heard of him, and that was Jacob from United Spurs of America. Where? I don't think anyone else had. Von der Ven. People can't even say his name right. I'll keep on saying it wrong as well. It's Von der Ven. So you don't need to buy these finished players. I think we're doing a very good job at the moment. Like Messiah, I'm not telling Ange should go. All right. Oh, no, sorry. Sorry, I was on the next line. I'm not telling Ange should go for it. Definitely managers should stick to their guns. However, when you want to play full-on attack, defensive side shouldn't be ignored without Von der Ven. Tough to imagine Spurs. Yeah, but we do have Von der Ven. So, we can do it. We can do it. Now, I've said this so many times, man. Like this, right? So this season is all about getting this style of play in the players' heads, and there's no pressure on them. Sometimes it hasn't worked out. Sometimes it's worked out wonderfully, but it's a year of okay. Let's just get used to this. And so, if in that year, in this 38 games, how are you going to spend that time? That's 38 times 90 minutes. That is the time where you improve. Yeah, you can do training and all that, but we got 38 times 90 minutes of intense match pressure, and that's where you practice your craft. And you don't want to waste a single minute of that. You don't want to waste a single minute of that farting around and changing tactics and dropping back and all of that arse. It's 38 times 90 minutes. Because if you say, oh, we'll do it for 60 games, we'll go 2-0 up. then you're only practicing it for 2/3 of the time. You can't just create talent out of nothing. So if you're only doing it for 2/3 of the games this season, in effect, this is what we're saying, you're parking the bus half an hour every game. So instead of 38 games of practice, we've now got roughly 24 games. So guess what? It'll take another 12 games next year to get up to the same level as if we just did the job properly in the first place. So no. And you know what? I see fans out there and a lot of them say, they accuse Tottenham of only being interested in top four. We're only interested in top four. We're not interested in trophies. And I get that. And I think there's fine argument to that. But now we've clearly got a manager and a team that top four this season is not their primary focus. There's been matches this year where, maybe if we'd have changed tactics, we would have got a better result. We've lost 7 games. Maybe we could have, we could have turned 2 of those around by playing silly buggers just to get top 4. And that would have proven to me this year that the club is only interested in top 4. But my reading of it so far is, no, that's not what we're doing. Our priority is to play better football, to make a better team for next year. That's what we're doing. Top 4, who gives a Billy bollocks about top 4 this year? And so when I see all these fans saying we should do this and we should do that, you're bloody bottling it. You're bloody going weak at the knees and cracking at the first sign of pressure, because while you're accusing the club of wanting, all they want is top 4, that's all you really want is top 4. And I don't give a fuck about it. I want to be a good, entertaining Tottenham Hotspur team. And the way we do it is to play to the whistle every bloody game. That's it. No compromise. Hotspurs, Paul, just a matter of time before he just strolls on in there as if, as he says, he don't wait for an invite. Love the guy. Exactly. Exactement. Future music, Mourinho and Conte, bad chefs blame the oven. Yeah, and they're not even using an oven, they're using a microwave. Ding. Bastoni surprise. Whereas Ange, I said this in my video in the Irish Hotspur, he's a potato peeler. He's ground up. He's in the kitchen mashing the spuds. That's what we want, a spud masher. We don't want Gordon Ramsay just shouting and fucking and everyone. Blah, 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 blah. We want someone who lives it. Spursicus George Graham. How did he manage Spurs? Well, that's another thing, eh? Won us a trophy. George Graham's mantra was, you build a team from the back. Well, I think that's right, though, actually. And I totally agree. Okay, I totally agree. That's what we're doing. No, that is true. Absolutely. Because if your back line isn't sorted out, the rest of the team hasn't got the confidence to play football, because they know if they try something and they make a mistake, which is always going to happen, that, it might well be a bloody goal. If you've got a bunch of clowns behind you, if you've got Eric Dyer. I watched the Arsenal Bayern highlights. Was it Eric Dyer came out and he said he's been playing the best football of his career since the World Cup? I mean, my recollection is since the World Cup he was total arse for us, and then didn't play this year. And he did his usual. He let a goal in, pinging balls into Rose Ed. But now we don't have that, do we? It was actually quite amusing. I know it meant that Arsenal got a result, but I still thought it's quite funny. I was kind of relieved. It's like, I don't have to watch this every week. This is great. Sometimes it's nice to just, like Jim Bowen says, take a look at what you could have won. Well, we wouldn't have won nothing with him. And now we got this back line that can play the ball out. We got a goalkeeper, when he comes out of his box, I'm not shitting myself. It took me a while to get used to it, but Vicario can come out and he's great, isn't he? So we've got that. So all the players think, right, let's try and champagne this football up a bit, give it a bit of sizzle, knowing that if they don't get it right, the defence will cover them. And you know what? The more confident they are, the less mistakes they're going to make and the more spectacular our football's going to be. So, yeah, I agree. You build it from the back. You have to, man. You have to. Although George Graham built the whole 11 like defenders when he was at Arsenal. GB, Ange likes players who are ready to level up. His hit rate so far is pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Look, I mean, it's probably going to happen sooner or later with a signing that, no manager gets them all right. No, it doesn't happen. And, we've got to be ready for that. I'm not saying that any players so far are falling into that category because I don't really think they are. But, like, if Ange is here, say, for the course of 4 years, I just know the first signing that don't work out, everyone's going to go, oh. You're sorry, and we just need our other defenders need to be more like Van der Ven. Van der Ven, we can't rely on one Van der Ven player in our system. Yeah, I think we're building up a little production line facility of centre-backs. We've got we've got Dragashin now, who I think was all right. Well, he's better than Dyer and Sanchez and Davies and Tanganga anyway, so it's a step up. But if you look at our younger signings and I think we've got a nice pathway developing in defence there. And you got Romero as well. Brilliant. What happened to old reckless Romero? Where's the yellow cards? Where's even the free kicks he's given away? It's bugger all. So no, I think we'll be fine. And look, when even when we went through that rough patch where everyone was in hospital, we didn't do too bad. Look, I think if we had Dragashin back then, we would have done a lot better. But we had to rely on, the usual suspects. But we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Yeah, look, we're not there yet, but we're nearly there. Marvin Prasad. Ange wants certain players. Hope he gets what he wants. I think he will. Back in the days when Poch wanted Mane, Diaz and more, he got Sissoko, Lamella, Oria, which let us down. I hope it doesn't go the same way with Ange. Yeah, I hope so as well, man. But that's the summer. I'm just going to enjoy. I've got seven beautiful games of football to watch, and I'm just going to enjoy those. That's it. Not going to worry about, tomorrow, summer, transfer window. It's all way beyond my control and horizon of experience. Who knows what's going to happen? Just going to enjoy it now. I'm sure Ange didn't want Werner. Well, I think he did. Who else was available during that window? No one. He doesn't accept mediocrity. Yeah. Here to replace Dembele with Winks. Damn, when I think about it, I feel sorry for Poch, the way he shed tears when he reached the final. He loves Tottenham fan, but we didn't get over the line with him, man. We didn't get over the line. And, sometimes when I think back on that team, I think we should have got more. We should have got something. So, I know when Conte left, a lot of people were calling for the return of Poch. Not me. No, I mean, I wanted Ange anyway. But if we didn't get Ange, I didn't want Poch back. Not good enough. When it comes down to it, he wasn't good enough. Yasari, and technically, if you do start to play after not being in a match day team or squad, you're playing your best football in some time. Yeah. That's true. That's his... if you get a bunch of lawyers to write up your match review of the season, then you end up with something like that, man. Mark Cavill. Looks like Ange is putting pace in the squad, youth, speed and aggression. Yeah. And I saw a quote from him. I don't know when he said it, but he feels that that's quite an important thing when you've got, a lot of players around the same age. They can gel because they've got more shared experiences together. We've got a young squad. We knocked about 3 years off our average age this year. So, you know, pretty good going. Anyway, look, I didn't notice the time. I've got to do the mechanic, get my car back round there and see if they can fix it. So I better shoot off. Hang on, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's have a look at this. Thank you very much to Mark Cavill for the super sticker, £5. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. That means a lot, man. Thanks to everyone that's been in the chat, keeping it all going. Looking forward to a bit of football. If you've clicked like and subscribe, that is mighty fine of you. But if you haven't, it don't matter because you've watched anyway. I win. But hopefully we're all winners. If you're watching it afterwards, I hope it's like giving you a little bit distraction away from 2024. And if you want a bit more distraction, listen to the stream I did with Paul Trevelyan last night, because it'll make you walk down the street and jump up and click your heels. That's what it'll do. So until next time, folks, peace and love, man. Peace and love. And come on, you Spurs.